Good evening. It's a rainy Sunday evening. My name is Rick Olivares, and welcome to another episode of my Infinite Playlist. And as you probably know by now, this is where I show my record collection, and I'll be showing you soon also my compact discs as well as my cassette collection. Tonight is part two of my 12-inch OPM record collection. Essentially, last night I went over stuff that came out from the 50s up to the 80s. And I was actively collecting vinyl in the 80s during my high school and college years. And during the 90s, when I started working, I stopped. I'd buy the occasional record, but not too much. It's only the last 5 years that I've gone back to my old vinyl habit. So for tonight, I'll be showing you stuff that was pressed from the year 2000 up to today, 2020. All right. We're going to start off with this one. This is the Black Vomits. They're an indie band, and I got it signed. It might not come out really well because the plastic. All right, there you go. So I have 2 copies of this. Okay, The Ghost of Manong. It's a picture disc, back-to-back picture disc of Filipino bands in the US. So it's numbered. This was done by a friend of mine, Livan de Guzman. Hold on. It's pretty tough to get out of here in this plastic. Double plastic, actually. There. It's hand numbered and it's a little bit fading. Okay. It's the picture disc. I'm going to show you. It's back to back, you know. It comes in a plastic jacket. Okay. This is side A. And this is side B. Pretty neat, right? Okay, from what I understand from Levan, there are only 275 of this pressed. And I think they're all gone. If you want a copy of this, you're going to have to get it from someone else. I do happen to have 2 of them. One that, I might trade later on. We'll see. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have. Let me put it back inside its protector. Sort this out later because that's going to take a while. Anak Bayan, featuring Bosho. This is not the original, it's a repress. And I'm not even sure if it's official. This is probably a bootleg pressing, but it's good to have it. Augie Alcacid, nakaka-local. It's signed by Augie. And there. I got him to sign it during a recent show. This was a recent recording. It's not the repress of his old stuff. And Augie's a guy who is also a collector. Bandang Shirley, theme songs, their first album from Wide Eyed Records. Apartel, their debut album, Interplay. It's pressed in Japan. It's got the OD strip. Uh, back two of that, one of which is signed by Ellie Buendia. The second album of Upper Tail, Full Flood, uh, signed by Pat Sarabia and Ellie Buendia. Hopefully I can get June Lasso and the other guys to sign it also. This came out this year, 2020. Mm-hmm. This one's a repress. The repress. I used to have this a long time ago, the original. I don't have it anymore. But the repress was signed by Jim Paredes when we did the show a couple of years ago. Being Austria and the Flipping Soul Stompers. Signed by Bing. I've known Bing since the 1990s. Bamboo, the Singles, Volume 1. That's not a repress because it's a new one. Volume 2, the Singles. And he racked up all those hits, right? This is Rico Blanco's Your Universe, came out last year. My cousin Jay Amante had a hand in the production of this one with the Grey Market. And this is not the only one. Jay's involved with a lot of vinyl projects. He's a vinyl head just like me. This is not a repress. It's more of the greatest hits of the Boyfriends. I have their only 2 albums. So this is nifty to have. Okay, before we go any further, let's check who's watching. Oh, my friend Craig Burrows is watching from London. Another friend from Singapore, Albert Rivera, is watching. Kurt's watching. Nice to hear from you, Kurt. Okay. Let's move on. Joe Bataan, Phil Am from New York City. These are represses of his old albums. There. Okay. I have some of his original releases. Noel Cabangon, Tuloy ang Biyahe. Fan of Noel. Cool back cover, right? This is along the Riles. Somewhere near Makati in Manila. The repress of Jose Marichan's A Golden Collection. I don't have the original. I do have my John Marie Chandler. The repress of Christmas in Our Hearts. I used to have this a long time ago, so now that I don't, it's not bad to have it. Okay. This one's by Phil British singer Clara. She's got another one out on vinyl, so this is her debut on vinyl, and it's signed. Very neat. I wrote an article about her years ago. Oh, this one. The Calypso band, Count Kutu and the Balmers. This is pressed by a North Carolina indie label. So, that one's tough to find, you know. Evidence Sells Balik Tanaw. This came out just a couple of weeks ago. He re-recorded a lot of his stuff with Sugar Free, plus the new songs. The Dawn, the repress of their debut. I have the original. The original sounds a whole lot better than this one. I think they used the CD as a master for that one. The Dawn Greatest. This is new. It was released a couple of years ago. Dragonfly Collector, The World is Your Oyster. I'm a massive fan of anything that Clem Castro does. So this is a really nice one. The repressing of Ella Del Rosario's one and only solo album. It's got Mr. Disco and Sabik na Sabik. You know, She was with Hot Dog. I also have Hot Dog's Unang Kagat, the original. No, I don't have the original Ella. My dad did. Okay. Razer Inheritance. I got two of them. The other one is signed. I think I'm the only one who's got his record signed by all four members, and I've had it for a while. So, pretty cool, right? As I understand, Circus will be out next year. It's supposed to be this year, but the pandemic happened. Brian Estepa, Phil Australian, Art versus Mind. Clem helped release this locally. I know he's got some new wax, but this is the only one that I have from Brian. Fishball, indie release. Right. He was with the old wave of bands at the start of the 1980s. And he put out his solo album, Thermionic Emissions. Right. Second, let me put it back in. Yeah, I keep everything in these protective plastic. Francis M. is like a greatest hits. As I understand, they're gonna repress his debut album, Yo. Should be out soon. I hear before Christmas, probably even next month. Should be out. Recent release, Radio from Jay Ortega, who was in the debut album of Bertel. Okay. Radio from the band Holmes. That's his new band, Holmes. An 8-inch single from post-rock band Insect Life Cycle. Here. I have a lot of their stuff. I'm only missing one of the records. This is their last vinyl release. No, they're second to last because they came out with one recently on 7-inch. 7-inch single. This one is an EP. You have one which is in transparent. One is in black vinyl. So I'm a big fan of this band, the Insect Life Cycle. Happy with their stuff. You should check out their music. Look them up on FB. Tatak Juan de la Cruz. This is a greatest hits, one of their many greatest hits compilations. I forgot to ask the band to sign this copy. As you probably know already, I have a bunch of signed stuff from the different members. Low Leaf. Very nice. She's Philam putting this out. Nice record. Ame from Victor MK2. I should get the other vinyl, Kimi no Boku, soon. This is electronica, lo-fi, hip-hop with electronica. Music from the mountain provinces. So, as I understand, this guy was trying to record their music, but he wasn't able to save everything. Something happened up there. Good to have. Never the Strangers. Screamer. Indie band. Oh, the artist name is Sandra. The debut LP. There's a second one that's supposed to come out at the end of the year. Let's see what happens because of the COVID pandemic. This is a very nice record to listen to if you like Low Leaf. Then Sundrop is going to be worth your time. Okay, recent release Olympia Maru, Golden Age. The other one signed by Chopin. Here. Outer Hope. Vacation. I like this band. I have all their CDs. Having their new album out on vinyl. It's pretty neat. If you like lo-fi indie pop, then Outer Hope is your band. Let's see who else is watching. Hi, China. China is one of my friends. We watch a lot of shows together, but I don't watch as much as China. China and Carlito Buenaventura and fellow Athenians, China and Carlito, they watch everything. These guys are amazing. Preserving OPM. China, I think some people have better collections than I do. I hope I have. Craig making you inggit. Get into collecting again, man. Okay, having said that, this is Pedicab's last album, Remove the Triangle. Yeah. I love Pedicab. These electro punks. Rames Marasigan, Mike Dizon, Jason Caballo, Diego Mapa. These guys are awesome. I think this is like a Lost Bowie record, Remove the Triangle. That's how I feel about it. POT, one of the best albums ever by a local band. Their one and only album. I have their CDs, the original press and the second pressing. Uh, and this one goes well together with that collection. And incidentally, it's one of the better releases in terms of sound, recent releases. My friend Romy Baba will concur with that one. This sounds really neat. Very good record. Never get tired of listening to that. Yo, Carl, we miss you, Carl Roy. The Ransom Collective, Traces, and as you can see, it's signed by the band. This was during their album launch at Sachmi at the UP Town Center. Too bad it's closed down. I don't know why they had to close that down. It's a good record. Neo folk, just so fun to listen to, very tuneful. Love the music. These guys are really good. Ah, one of my favorite musicians. He's got a slew of vinyl. Red Eye, Judgment Day. I think this came out in 2013. It's not the first. I think Abrasive Relations, and you saw that in my 7-inch collection. They started it, but in during the vinyl resurgence, I know it was Red Eye who started it, putting stuff out on wax. And oh, there's more of this stuff, you know. This guy's amazing. Mystic Revelation, another EP. This is like a collab with Cebu's King Spade, King's Music. So this is dub. This is a really good double album. Word Sound Power from Red Eye. If you love dub music, love Jamaican music, it's pretty neat. Sandwich, the vinyl version of 5 on the Floor. It's a really good record. It's got Sugod, Sunburn. Yeah. Some of my favorite songs from Sandwich. Great record. Slapshock. Signed by the band, 12.1. It's too bad you're hearing all this stuff about them, that they've broken up. That's just sad, because they've been around for what, over 2 decades, and to hear this shit happen to them, just so not cool. Not cool at all. Sonic 58. Um, Crossing Oceans. I do have their original demo, their demo tape, and I still their demo CD. I still have it to this day. And oops, I also have uh, their indie release EP. So this one is the complete one. I have also the complete sessions that were given to me by Rommel a long time ago. So they put this out early in the year, and one of them is signed. So I'm happy for this band. After decades, they finally get their first release, their official release. Okay. Speed Blue and Shinky, signed by the late Pepe Smith. We had brunch at McDonald's in Katipunan, and I was interviewing him and Mike Hanupol for a story, and I got him to sign this. It's too bad because I didn't get this other record signed from Speed Blue and Shinky, that uh, power trio that he formed with a couple of Japanese dudes. These are, of course, not the originals. These are represses, and again, it's better than nothing. Strange Creatures, Phantasms. It comes, not all the tracks fit on the 12-inch, so they added the other stuff on 7-inch. Cover is different from the CD release. I have both. This is a limited edition release from Turner Recordings. Toti Dalmashon does amazing work, guys. From Wide Eyed Records, Strangeness. This is what? Country stuff. This takes some time to digest, They're okay. They're okay. That's all I'll say. They're okay. Sugar Hiccup. Their fourth and final album, Closure. It says it all. And the other one, as you can see, is signed by the entire band. When they put out the CD, I also had them sign it in the same manner. And as you can see, the band put my name there on the sticker. It's a very good record. Just so nice. I remember Zandro made me listen to Saturn 9 Nevermore one night. We were inside the van of Jap Sergio. We were at Route 196. I forget who was playing that night. So they made me listen to Saturn 9 Nevermore, and I was just so amazed. In fact, I wrote an article on ABS-CBN the day after. More stuff. This one is from Taken by Cars, Plagues, and this is a shoegaze record. I mean, I love their stuff because it's so retro, new wave, but this one is just completely shoegaze. And the other record is signed by the entire band inside. So I love this record. I actually play this more than their first two albums. Maybe that's because I love shoegaze. Massive shoegaze fan since the 1990s. Okay, Tarsius, Diego Mapa, and Jay Gapasin. This is their debut EP, debut album, Primate, featuring Deathless Gods. Gotta check out the video of that one. I thought I was too late for this one, but I got my copy from Shinji Tanaka. Whew. Happy I have this one. Now this one I got from Diego himself, their second EP. Okay. This is the Agado EP from More Rice Records, and there are 4 tracks. This is an EP. Now I've been bugging Diego to put out more stuff. True Faith, The Perfect Collection. This is a repress because when this first came out, it was on CD, and the sound in this one's pretty good as well. Not all the represses sound well, but along with POT, this one sounds really good. We're coming down to the last few. There's still more, but I'm going to do another video for this one. This is from Up Dharma Down, or UDD. I have no idea why they decided to call themselves UDD. This is Capacities, and this is the transparent vinyl. Um, yeah, this is a record that really grows on you. I mean, I like their stuff. It's different from one another, but it took me a while to like, okay, I'm gonna like this, and I did. Okay, and Paul Buchanan of the Blue Nile is on this record. I have the two different versions of the CD, so it's nice to have that too. This is the recent one, the UDD double album. And now this one sounds magnificent, really good, mastered for vinyl, and the songs are just awesome, really awesome. Gary V, Moving Thoughts, the repress. I have the original one, so I also wanted to get the repress. Obviously, the original one sounds better. Oh, this one. The Venus Flytrap Collective, Diwata. This is pretty hard to find now. Actually, happy to have this. This is also from Turner Recordings. The repress of The Youth. Album na walang pamagat. Okay. I also have the cassette that I bought a long time ago. I still have it. I was able to preserve that. I wonder what fell over there. Okay. Then of another kind. You already know that I do have the original of this one. And here. This is the original press of that. So I wanted also to get the newer version. You know, two more things. I'm going to show you the Satch Me Fresh Filter, featuring all these indie bands, Autotelic, Problem Like Maria, Library Kids, Ourselves, the L's, this wonderful band, the Ransom Collective, Flying EPs, Bullet Dumas, First on Wax, Cheats, Tandems, Moonwalk, BT Valenzuela, and Yolanda Moon. Last one I'm going to show you guys is also a compilation. There, Numberline Records Anthology. The bands here are I Dress, Love in Athens, Outer Hope, Some Gorgeous Accident from Dale Marquez, Manuel Nicolas Alvero, Tarsius, Third World Summers, Similar Objects, Modulo Geek, Plant a Tree, The Big Hat Gang, Treblinka Love Scenes, Slow Hello, and Multo. So this is a nice compilation to have. And when you think about the 10 of Another Kind compilations, everyone's hoping, or even, the alert level compilation, everyone's hoping that all these plans will do well. I do hope so. So, well, that's my collection for my part 2 of my 12-inch OPM collection. So let's see who else. Romy Babao, my good friend from Pangasinan, is watching. Romy, we ought to do one together, man. We should do a podcast soon about our favorite records, ROMs. If you're watching, let's organize one soon. Probably Wednesday. No. Let's see. Wednesday evening, we could do that, man. We can do that. Okay. Who else is there? So there. Eman Monfort. Eman Monfort's watching. Hi, Eman. Thanks. Si Tan. Jonathan. Floho is watching. My cousin from the States, from New York, Brian Olivares is watching. John Lord Encarnacion, my fellow Atenean. My friend from LaSalle, Albert Virata de los Santos, who does the excellent Animo magazine. Thanks for watching, man. Daniel from one of my friends from Australia who's got a band. They perform here also. One of my students, Hans Garcia, is watching. Arvin Valenzuela, and some other people I don't know. Jackie, I did the 80s. Tapos na kagabi. You have to go down in my wall and check that out. Tapos na yun, yung mga 80s albums. Kagabi, just scroll down on my wall. You'll find it there. So, um, that's it for part 2 of my 12-inch OPM collection. There's a part 3. That's going to be tomorrow night after I do my boot room podcast. That's episodes 3 and 4. Episode 2 is going to be up on Signal Channel 265, not Channel 271, Sky Cable Channel 265, as well as Premier.ph and on Tap Go tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'll be with Anto Gonzalez and Nate Berkey. So that's football. That's the Premier League. So this one over here, you're going to see that tomorrow when I talk about that. That's the one over here. This is like metal, punk, and hardcore, along with foreign bands and Filipino members. So you'll see that stuff here. It's not much. There's more on 7-inch, but you can catch that in one of my earlier videos that I've done about that. So after that, I'm going to go into my hard rock. One of these days, when I'll go into the hard rock, it's metal, prog rock, and heavy rock, hard rock. So let me check if there are any more messages or questions. There's none. So I want to thank you guys for watching my Infinite playlist. This is my OPM collection on 12-inch vinyl part 2. I'll see you tomorrow night for part 3. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night. Stay safe. Stay safe.